Toastmaster Parul, I would request you to please come up and present the evaluation for Toastmaster Navjot. Toastmaster Parul, are you there? You're on mute if you're speaking.
Sorry, I started speaking without checking my mic. And I think that was the one thing that our speaker also did. So whenever we are coming on the stage, it's better, specifically either the host or the speaker himself can start by asking whether he or she is audible, because that will impact less on the your distraction of the whole point when somebody else points it out. That is one thing. Apart from that, speaker gave a wonderful speech. It was well structured. It started with a question, then it moved on where speakers told the audience, informed the audience what to expect, and then introduced that part. And then finally, he again asked a question, but not to answer from the audience, but to think about or write in the comment. And that in itself was a well structured speech, and that shows the clarity of content that the speaker had. Then coming on to the next wonderful point about the speech, it was the speaker was standing and giving the speech with a very perfect angle of the screen. I normally do point out that for most of the speakers, but this was not the case here. He had a perfect angle, a perfect positioning of himself at the same time, which gave him as well a huge ample space to use his hand gestures or his body language to the best of his interest. So that was amazingly done. And lastly, but not the least, the really things that I really loved about the speech is that it talked about sorry, it talked about a topic which the speaker felt himself was very passionate about. When you feel the speaker, whosoever is speaking about a topic, and he or she is very confident about the topic or is very passionate about the topic, the audience interest itself raises to the next level. And I think the speaker did it very, again, amazingly because he was confident, he was passionate about the topic that he was speaking. However, for any good speaker, it is always time to become even a better speaker. And that's for them. One pointer I already told, that is before we start the speech, it's better to check whether you are audible or visible. Because specifically when you are speaking on a virtual presence, because once you get interrupted, your flow might change. Second thing is, in the start of the speech, do not focus on introducing or explaining yourself or explaining your topic. The speaker did start with a question, but before that, he wasted around almost 30 seconds telling about the topic, which was already done by the TMOD. And then finally, but least not least, please do check for the audio while you're practicing. I could see at certain levels, the speaker had an echo in his voice and the content was not clear. As a result, it might be difficult for the audience to grasp on all each and every point. Overall, it was an amazing speech, and I wish to hear more from the speaker.
Thank you, Toastmaster Parul, for the wonderful evaluation. And I firmly agree